No one has gone before.
Como wa, konnichiwa, and yabaseo. Not quite long enough for what I'm trying to do Hapkido-wise. Will here of the POLIT'AI CHI. Finally got my business attire up to code. Talking about Charlottesville. You see the slideshow of the montage video highlights coming up this episode. Yeah, see? Right there. 11 years old this time. Saw it. Very stylish. I didn't buy it because it said Donald J. Trump. Like-minded individuals who think if you're going to go suit and tie, you better be GQ before they get into a position of power. So here's your herald bearer. So if this is a white national movement, it's very oxymoronic in that he takes a swing at a fellow Caucasian. And that's being a woman. Not cool. I mean, from my point of view, being from the Rocky Mountains, it's just, that doesn't fly. And I could go off on a Danish tirade of a berserker rant, inspired from a fury, justifiably so, and Kaepernick in the last episode, how this is not rooted in the Rocky Mountains. You could ask Larry Nance Jr. when he went to Wyoming. Did he experience ethnism? Probably not. Fitting in with a lifestyle there? Maybe. But not ethnically based. The roots of this sort of thing is always back east. That's what I was sort of alluding to. I didn't think it was going to come up the very next 2 days, or the next day when I posted it, in Virginia. And that just really cuts against the grain with me. My big three that I bitch out the powers that be while they sit on their angelic asses. No offense to all your Christian types. I'm Christian too, but I'm also very Taoist. The Tai Chi symbol, yin and yang, gotta have balance. Violence towards children, violence towards women, cruelty to animals. Well, you just saw there, number 2. And I really hope they make an example of this guy. That's just, you know, so oxymoronic. Words cannot describe it. I think we all know who the moron is, and I'd like to go off on it further, but I try to keep this a G-rated kind of a video program. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see the DUIs while you're out there. Rope.
Right now we're waiting on a news conference by Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe. We expect it to start momentarily. He will certainly address the tragic violence and that horrendous attack that occurred today in Charlottesville, when that car smashed into a group of peaceful anti-white nationalist protesters. One person was killed, 19 others have been injured, this in Charlottesville, Virginia. The white nationalist protesters, well, they started the demonstrations earlier this morning. They were protesting against the city's decision to remove the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee from a public park. Well, counter-protesters were also out in force, and as you can see, both sides went at it. They were lashing themselves with chemicals, punching each other. Baseball bats were reportedly swung and bottles thrown. Then after that erupted, about 2 hours later on this street, you can see a car there. Well, it suddenly went down that street when a driver suddenly just plowed into a group of people. Those protesters, were told, were the anti-white nationalist protesters. The driver of the car then backed up suddenly. We're told the car had no license plates, that it may have been planned. You can see it there. The driver has been taken into police custody, we're told. We do not have an identity of that person or a motivation, or if that person is a member of any group. President Trump, meanwhile, this afternoon condemned the violence.
I just got off the phone with the governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, and we agreed that the hate and the division must stop, and must stop right now. We have to come together as Americans with love for our nation and true affection, really, and I say this so strongly, true affection for each other.
And if the incidents this afternoon were not bad enough, as these scenes of violence played out on our television screens, a police helicopter, we're told, may have crashed near Charlottesville, Virginia this afternoon. 2 people on board. We do not know if there are any casualties. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe is now taken to the podium. He will address the sad incidents of today, how this nation can deal with this, how we can get beyond it, and what we need to do to come together.
Governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia. Today was a very sad day for our great Commonwealth and the city of Charlottesville. We know there's now 3 fatalities today, in addition to many individuals who have been hurt. Now let me start off first by thanking all of our law enforcement officials. This could have been a much worse day today. I want to thank our local law enforcement individuals. I want to thank the first responders. I want to thank all the state police, to the National Guard, and everybody else who was involved in today's activities. We planned for a long time for today's incidents. I also want to give a special thank you to the clergy who were here today, who helped us on the streets. I also want to thank those courageous UVA college students yesterday who last evening surrounded the statue of Thomas Jefferson to protect that statue. And I have a message to all the white supremacists and the Nazis who came into Charlottesville today. Our message is plain and simple. Go home. You are not wanted in this great Commonwealth. Shame on you. You pretend that you're patriots, but you are anything but a patriot. You want to talk about patriots, talk about Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, who brought our country together. You think about the patriots today, the young men and women who are wearing the cloth of our country. Somewhere around the globe, they are putting their life in danger. They're patriots. You are not. You came here today to hurt people. And you did hurt people. But my message is clear. We are stronger than you. You have made our Commonwealth stronger. You will not succeed. There is no place for you here. There is no place for you in America. We work here today to bring people together, to unify folks. I remind you all that we are a nation of immigrants. Unless you're Native American, the first ships that came to Jamestown, Virginia in 1607. And since that time, many people have come to our great country to unite us. Our diversity, that mosaic tile of immigrants, is what makes us so special. And we will not let anyone come here and destroy it. So please, go home and never come back. There is no place. And if I can give you a piece of advice, use your time and energy to help people. Come with me to a homeless shelter. Come with me to help a veteran find a job or a place to live. That's what we need help on, to bring people together. I spoke to the president this afternoon, and we had a conversation, and I told the president that there has got to be a movement in this country to bring people together. The hatred and rhetoric that has gone on and has intensified over the last couple of months is dividing this great nation. We need to work together. I told the president that twice. I'd be willing to work with you if we can work together to bring people together. But stop the hate speech, stop the rhetoric in this country. We have got to bring people together.